guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to get started with a sultry Valentine's Day look. We're going to start with the brows, first using a spoolie to comb through. Then I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Kohl Crayon Poreless Pencil in dark brown. And what I'm doing here is I'm just going to carve out the natural arch of my brow, the actual shape in which the hairs grow. Now I'm going to pick up that same spoolie and just comb out the brows one more time just to make sure the hairs are in order. Then I'm going to go with Sleigh Watch by Tarte Cosmetics. It's a brownish gray color that I use to fill in my brows. When I fill in my brows, I start in the middle of the brow and then pull that color all the way down the tail. I leave the front of the brow, the front third of the brow open, so this way I can just feather out that same color, making the brows look more realistic. Now I'm just going to go in and fan out the front portion of the brow. Notice that I didn't put any more product on the brow brush. I just used the same product that was already there. Now I'm going to go back in with the spoolie and I'm going to comb through the brow, fanning out the front portion of the brow to make it look more realistic. And I'm also at this time blending that pencil and the powder together. Again, this makes our brows look more realistic. I also like to use my fingers to help blend out the brow as well. Now I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Toffee to carve out my brow, starting at the middle of my brow and working my way down the tail. This is just basically carving out the actual shape of which your brow is going to be. I use this tone that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than me, though you can't tell really. With this lighting it looks extra bright, but it works out well. The shadows that we'll apply later will cover it up. I also like using my finger just to blend out the remainder of that concealer, so this way we don't have any harsh lines or demarcation. Now I am sculpting the top portion of the brow. Now I did not use the exact same color. I used Toffee and another color mixed together, which is still one of the LA Pro concealers, but I can't remember which one it was that I used. And I'm just going to blend that out with my fingers, making sure that I blend out that line so this way they don't look sharp. Now I'm also going to be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics Clear Brow and Lash Mascara just to set my brows. Now I'm going in with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. It's the original one. I like to apply that with my fingers and then go in with the Real Techniques blendy brush just to go ahead and pat that out so we can just blend it out. I feel like when I apply the primer with my finger, it helps the shadows to have something to adhere to. And then I'm just going back in and blending out more with my finger. Any products that I missed, I'll definitely put them below in this subscription box. So here I went in with the Smashbox Double Exposure palette, and I went in with this brownish reddish tone as my transition color. I don't believe they actually have names on here, but it's a brownish red kind of I would say like brick red tone. Next, I went back in to my Tarte Cosmetics palette and I picked up a deeper brown color, which is called Coco What Fun. It's really, really cute. It came in one of the palettes that came out during the holidays. And I'm just using this over top that transition color. And I'm going back in with another Real Techniques brush that I used for my transition color. And I'm just blending out that Coco Oh What Fun. So this way we don't have any harsh lines. Blending, blending, blending. I do a lot of blending. Blending is my friend. Now with an e.l.f. flat shadow brush, I'm just going to be applying from the same Tarte Cosmetics palette, Baby It's Cold Outside, Baby It's Gold Outside. They came up with some really cute names for these colors, but this is what I'm using on the mobile lid. I just like this color just to bring just a little brightness back. And again, I'm also going to be going right back in with that same brush and just blending out. This way, again, I don't want any harsh lines, and I want everything to blend together and have a gradient effect. Now I'm taking Moonlight Kiss again out of that same palette, and I'm just deepening up the crease just a little bit more. I'm sorry, deepening up the outer V just a little more. This color is more of a bluish purple tone, which I feel brings a lot more definition to the eye. And again, I'm blending some more. I'm going to be blending until I can't blend anymore. Now I just noticed that the Smashbox Double Exposure Palette, they do have names for it. But this purple that I'm taking here, it's called Temper. I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that into the outer V as well, just to deepen up the eye and give the eye look just a little bit more definition. And again, I'm going to be blending. And I think that this makes the look just a little bit more put together. Now for the face. I'm going to be using the Faced HangoverRx primer. It's a hydrating primer. My skin is oily, but I do like the way that this primer makes my skin feel, even though it's hydrating. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to take the Too Faced Born This Way in the color Mahogany. This is my first time using this this foundation, so we'll see how it goes. And I noticed with the lighting on the camera and the lighting outside, it looks a tad bit orange, but in real life it was not that orange, but it's very pretty, and I can say that I am quite happy with it. I enjoy the coverage that it provides. I have acne prone skin, I have scars on my skin, and I just like the way that my face had an even complexion. It just looked really, really nice, and I really enjoyed that. So this Born This Way, it's the business. Now I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn, I believe. And I'm just going to put that under my eyes just to highlight that area a little bit using a Real Techniques sponge. This sponge is damp. I do wet my sponge before I apply any product onto my face or onto the sponge, only because I feel like it takes up less of the product and it actually makes it look more airbrushed when you do it this method. So now I'm going to continue highlighting my face, which I will be doing my forehead, my nose, my upper lip, and my chin. I feel like when you do these areas on your face, when you highlight them, it brings just a glow from within. So it looks really, really pretty, and I really, really like that. And then I'm going to go in, after I get finished blending everything, I'm going to go in with the Sacha Cosmetics Buttercup Setting Powder to set everything on my face. This is basically that baking method that's going around. I've tried it a couple of times. This is my first time doing it on video. I do like the way that it looks once everything is complete. I must say I will probably use less product next time because I feel like I used a whole lot and I feel like that was a waste of product. But for the most part, I do love it. I do love the way that it looks, and it just makes you look like you're glowing from within. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to set that concealer, all of the concealer I placed on my face. Let's go ahead and pat that in. Then I'm going to go in with this Revlon foundation, and I'm going to do a slight, well, people would say with the way that I'm doing it, it would be a contour, but it's not actually contouring. Basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to warm up my face a little bit. It's not a bronzer that I'm using. I'm using a foundation just to warm up the face a little bit and put a little bit of definition back into the face, because with all the products that we used with the powder, it just made the face look flat. So yeah, I'm just going to go in and warm up the face a little bit more in the way that most people would contour, but I'm just using this foundation to basically bronze up my face. And I'm also going to be using this same method on my nose. I did not add any more product to the brush. I'm just using the same brush that I use for my full face, the temple, the hollows of my cheeks, and my chin. And I'm just going to be carving out my nose and just basically blending that in with my finger. Now I'm just going to go in and just wipe off the excess product that I have here. And again, I'm not going to use so much the next time. That was a lot of product that I did use. I know that I did say that I didn't do this method before recording, but I just meant to say that this is the first time I've done it with explaining what I'm doing, meaning the baking method. But yeah, I still loved it. It came out great. I just don't think I would use the amount of product that I used this time because again, that was a lot to sweep away, but again, love the outcome. Now I'm going to go in and set my entire face using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte 16-Hour Powder. I really love this powder. This is drugstore brand powder, but this is the best powder that I've found that's actually fit my skin's tone perfectly. It matches me and it's matte, so you gotta love that. Now I'm going to be using the Turks and Caicos contouring blush and bronzing powder by e.l.f. I forgot to put a screenshot of this, but I'm using this again just to bronze up my face, just to bring a little bit more warmth to my face. Now it's time for blush. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Blush in the color Bittersweet. This is like a neon purple color, but it is gorgeous. I have to say that I love blush and I am forever stacking it on, but it's cute. Now that I'm done with all of my powders, I'm just going to be setting my face using the Ulta brand makeup setting spray. And then I'm just going to go back into the Smashbox double exposure palette, and I'm just going to be placing the colors Fig and Temper under my waterline for my lower lashes. I feel like this helps to smoke out the eye and makes the eye look a little bit more dramatic. You don't necessarily have to do this step. I enjoy doing this step. I have very small eyes, and when I apply the shadows underneath and smoke them out, it gives the look of having bigger eyes to me. And then I'm going to go back into that same Tarte palette, and I'm going to pick up Baby It's Gold Outside and just put that on the inner tear ducts. Now, using just an NYX pencil in black, I'm going to be lining my inner waterline of my lower lashes. I know it's horrible to pull on your eyes, but I have tiny eyes and the skin moves, and I'm just going to be doing just a small line on the top, and hopefully it doesn't do too much damage and I have bags and wrinkles and sags when I get older. Now for the lashes, I'm just going to be using an oldie but a goodie, and it's the Maybelline Great Lashes for my bottom lashes. And then I'm going to go in with Miss Manga for my top lashes. I normally put 2 to 3 coats of Miss Manga on my top lashes. I don't do false lashes. They irritate my eyes. They turn red, it itches. I don't know, I just can't handle it. I don't know if it's the glue, I don't know if it's the lashes, I just have no clue. I just can't handle it. So, and again, why would I do that when I can just use Miss Manga and still have a really great look? And lastly, I'm going to go in and do my lips. Before I started the video, I applied just some regular Carmex to my lips. And now I'm going to go in and line my lips with a dark brown pencil by Wet n Wild. I'm just using this to line both the bottom and the top of my lips, just to try to do an ombre effect lip. I believe that those are one of the most flattering lips, and you'll notice going forward I have very small lips. My bottom lip tends to look full, but my top lip looks really tiny and small when I smile, but I still wanted to try this look, so that's what I'm doing, just lining the bottom and the top lips with the dark brown pencil by Wet n Wild. And then I'm going to go in with this Vampy color by NYX Cosmetics, and I'm just going to go over the brown lip liner that I just applied, just go directly over it, and then in a moment I'm going to blend that with my fingers. I do feel like blending the colors with your fingers definitely helps when you're trying to go for that ombre effect, so don't be afraid to get your fingers dirty because there's makeup wipes for that. And now to fill in the center of my lips, I'm going to use ColourPop's Orchard. I believe this is like a neon purple color. It's beautiful. It reminds me of the blush that I have on. I feel like this combination with the brown, the vampy purple, and then the neon purple in the middle makes a beautiful lip combination. I just really love it. It's one of my favorites. I probably do it the most. So this is the Sultry Valentine's Day look. I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!